Hello everyone. Okay, so today I'm bringing you 4 of my favourite organic and natural deodorants. Now if you currently use an aluminium based deodorant, I'll just explain a little bit about why I switched to natural deodorant in the first place. So I've been hearing for years about the dangers of aluminium and using aluminium based deodorants. The 2 main health concerns were that aluminium had been found in breast cancer tumours, and the other was that it had been found in the brains of patients with Alzheimer's. Obviously these are 2 quite concerning diseases that you don't really want to get later down the line, and so personally I try and minimise my risk as much as possible, but I was still using my normal Dove deodorant, and then I started having reactions to that deodorant. So I have very sensitive skin, I've suffered from eczema my whole life, and all of a sudden I started getting eczema and dry patches and just a horrible rash under my armpits on a regular basis, and I just kind of felt like that was the push to switch my deodorant from normal Dove to a more kind of organic, natural deodorant. And I mean, it made sense seeing as I was changing most of my skincare and beauty products anyway. So yeah, I started investigating and doing research on different natural deodorants, and found a couple that I really loved. So I'm going to start with my favourite. Now this one is a little bit different because I actually found this via an Instagram ad. Now it's called Nuud. It's this tiny little tube, and this tiny little tube will last me about 3 to 4 months. And Nuud, basically what it does is you put a tiny pea-sized amount under each arm, and it lasts for 2 to 3 days. So for 2 to 3 days you do not need to put any more on, and that's how the tube lasts so long. The tube itself is biodegradable, it's made from a sugarcane plastic. The deodorant is vegan, and it also contains ingredients that instead of blocking up your armpit pores and kind of masking the smell with scent, it's actually fragrance free, it has no scent at all, and instead it has, I don't know what ingredients managed to do this, but the ingredients in it actually stop the bad bacteria that smells from forming. And so yeah, so this one I've been using it for like 6-7 months now, and I absolutely love it. It's the one that I use the majority of the time, and it's so handy for if you're traveling, because if you're going away for the weekend you can just put some on before you go and you don't have to worry about taking deodorant with you. It's also really good for in hot weather, or if you're exercising a lot, it continues to work, and I've never had any issues with any smells. The next one I'm going to talk about is my second favourite deodorant, and I tend to use this just if I want a little bit of change, if I want my armpits to smell nice, because the Nuud one has no fragrance and is fragrance free. This is the opposite basically. This is the Ben & Anna Persian line. Now, first of all, the tube is cardboard, which gets huge thumbs up from me, so completely biodegradable. You can just pop it into recycling, or even if you put it in landfill waste, it'll biodegrade very quickly. Now this is a stick, so because it's a cardboard packaging, it can get a little bit messy, and because it's quite a dry stick, it also gets a bit flaky, so it can kind of like flake off. But it's made from bicarbonate of soda, completely natural products, and oh my god, it smells like heaven. It smells like a holiday, like a cocktail. It's just amazing, and it works really well for me. My skin, I've never had any issues with it on my skin. It's literally just a tube, you like push the bottom up and it pushes the tube up, and yeah, I absolutely love this one. So if you're just not a fan of the idea of this and you really want more of a traditional deodorant, Ben & Anna is the best. It's amazing, and they come in so many different scents. There's like an orange one, I think there's a lavender, but Persian line is my favourite. It's amazing. And now onto the third. So this was actually the very first natural deodorant that I really got on with. I tried a lot. So I tried the Mitchum one, I tried the Earth Crystal stick, salt stick thing, and I did not get on with him. Within a couple of hours I could smell BO on myself, and I was just like, oh my god, this is disgusting. So the Sukin natural deodorant, this was the first natural deodorant I tried that actually worked for me. It works so well. I still really like it, but it's a liquid spray, so you spray it. It lasts just as well as the Ben and Anna, but obviously it doesn't last 2 to 3 days like Nuud, but I really love this one, and also this is a lot cheaper than the others. So Ben and Anna, I think that's about £8, and the Nuud is about £10. But this Sukin one, I can't remember how much I paid for it last time, but I got it in, you can get it in Boots, but I actually got this one from TK Maxx. I'm trying to think how much it was. I think it's about £4 or £5. But I first tried this when I was living in Australia last year, and completely fell in love with it. And then I always have a bottle. I like to switch up between my deodorants because I always have this fear that my skin is gonna get used to one of them. But anyway, it's silly, but whatever. And then finally, this deodorant I tried when it was before I found Ben and Anna, before I found Nuud, when I was still using the Sukin, but I really wanted to find a natural deodorant that wasn't a spray. I really wanted a normal stick deodorant as well, just so I had that choice. Because obviously you spray it on, but then it kind of like drips down your side and it's a bit, yeah. Anyway, so again, in TK Maxx, I found this lavender and charcoal coconut deodorant. It's by a brand called Alaffia, and it's apparently a West African brand. This also works really well for me, but it does not last as well as the other ones. So this is a normal kind of stick deodorant. It smells amazing, it feels really nice, it glides on really well. But for me, it just doesn't really last as long as I want from a deodorant, and it's not that great in the hot weather, and it doesn't really last if you're going to the gym. If you're having a day where you're literally just doing normal things, going to work, it's completely fine, it will get you through the whole day. But if you're going to the gym after work, or if it's a really hot day, it's not as good as the others. So I still have this one. These are my 4 natural deodorants that I have. And yeah, I've done this in order of how often I use them. So first one, Nuud. Oh my gosh. I mean, if you can afford it, because obviously I know it is expensive, then go for this one. If you're looking for something a bit more on a budget, the Sukin one is great. But I'll link them below, and I hope that's helped. Okay, bye.